Bengals win. What's good? Bengals get their first win on the season, 1916. Beating the Rams Monday Night Football, whiteout. Uh, wasn't pretty. It wasn't at all. But we did enough to win the game. Joe Burrow, a lot of skepticism over whether he was going to play tonight. Obviously dealing with that calf injury that he retweaked last week against Baltimore in the loss. Came out tonight and played well. Well, I'm not gonna say well, but it was a lot better than what we've seen from Joe the first 2 weeks. 26 for 49. I'm surprised we threw the ball 49 times. Very, very surprised we threw the ball 49 times. Two for 259, no touchdowns. He threw the pick only because that was a hell of a play by the Rams cornerback to get that interception on that. That was a heck of a play. He did get sacked twice. I mean, I was Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's a freaking beast. Like, that dude is crazy. Aaron Donald's absolutely just what he did to Cordell Wilson tonight. That was barbecue chicken. My cornbread on the side, barbecue chicken with some mac and cheese. Absolute just it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But we knew that. I think everybody knew that going into this game. So, but we still did enough to win the game, get our revenge. In which Logan Wilson had 2 picks this game as well, making up for that Super Bowl performance, which he got called for a imaginary holding call, and it cost us the Super Bowl. But that's another day for another discussion. Um, Joe Mixon, I thought, ran the ball well, except for the last drive or two. I don't understand why we don't give him the ball more. I mean, 19 for 65 isn't like outstanding, but to what we have done the first 2 games, I'll take it. Um, like I said, a lot of our halfback plays are coming from like shotgun, pistol, but really the shotgun. So it's little outside runs, inside zone, outside zone, and it does work at times, especially tonight, which he was able to run to the left a lot of times. But very, very good job by Joe Mixon. Um, let's go ahead. Let's get into the post game reaction before we just get going, man. Obviously, we had a decent first drive. Um, we got ball first, but Money Mac they missed a field goal. It's kind of upset why we didn't go for it. Because after that, Rams came down scored a field goal. Even though Tutu Atwell did step out of bounds, it could have been 7, but then he stepped out of bounds. Obviously, defense stepped up in the red zone. Then the Rams went like 1 for 11 on third downs tonight, which a lot of that came from, which that only third down came off the touchdown at the end of the game. So we'll take it. Um, Jamar Chase. 12 for 141. That was the next thing in my notes was Jamar Chase. Was in motion a lot. We was really getting in the slot a lot more than to me. It feels like a lot more we have done since he's came here, since we drafted him. He was in the slot, absolutely did damage. Um, with Tyler Boyd being the best slot man in the league, the best slot man with us, and he's been doing it for so long. Yes, I'm still saying Tyler Boyd is the best slot man in the league. Yeah, I know. I said that. Even though he hasn't really showed this season yet, the whole offense hasn't, but he still is. He still is. Use Jamar Chase and slots a lot. Really get open. Just use different ways to get him open. Use in motion, little crossing routes, just some out routes, just stuff to get him open, which we know he can do. I'm very, very excited about that. Bengals had probably the best drive all season in that second quarter, and we managed to put up 7. No, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's second half. Um, I was kind of disappointed at first because we was throwing the ball a lot. At one point, we had like 15 passes for like 5 rushing yards. Kind of like confused. I was kind of irritated because it was just like, okay, what's going on? Like, why are we? Like, we know Joe's calf isn't 100% healthy, but just the way we was breaking up our play calls, like we're throwing the ball a lot though. I mean, yeah, it worked tonight because obviously we won, but I would still like to see a bit more balance in terms of that offense. I know we're still not considered a great rushing team, but obviously we're gonna have to run the ball, especially with Joe's calf. Logan Wilson. The first pick was absolutely outstanding. I thought he didn't catch it. 'Cause I thought he was so juggling it, but we got the ref was on our side tonight, and I thought he was still bubbling it. I'm like, oh man, they're not gonna call it, but just did. We obviously ended that half 6-6 because we did not convert on that, and there was still another half which we did. There was still another first half we did not score a touchdown on, and there was some booing tonight. I think it was a lot just of like frustration with us, but there was times where you can kind of see the offense was starting to like click, get together, especially that passing offense. Um, it's like I said, it was one of our better games, obviously because we won, but really disappointing. T. Higgins tonight, 2 catches for 21 yards, 8 targets. I think he had like 2 or 3 drops. He did leave the game for cramps, but he knows it. This is T. Higgins. This is a number 1 receiver. He's gonna be fine. I'm not too worried about that. And plus I think he knows as well. He has some missed opportunities, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Um, Second half, like I said, Aaron Donald absolutely did his thing. We had our best drive all season, ended with a mixed rushing touchdown. And then Logan Wilson gets his second pick. I think Matthew Stafford. He did miss a couple like easy check down stuff like that over the head. Money Mac hit off the goalpost because we scored a field goal off of that and then went in. And obviously a pick. Like I said, Burrow was trying to get it to Tyler Boyd. Great play by I think Weatherspoon, I think his name is, and before you forfeit for Rams, made a very big play. I think that's his name. Yeah, something like that. But very good play by them. Like I said, then obviously we got up 19-9, and big shout to his defensive line. I think they had like 6 sacks, 2 picks. Trey Henderson was dominating all night. I mean, what he was doing to left tackle was it was crazy. And plus, there was times he was getting held every play. Like I've been saying ever since we've gotten Trey Hendrickson, my dude gets held almost every freaking play. I know you can't call it every play. I get that. But there's times it is so obvious. It's just like, my God, like he was killing them all night. And some of the Rams didn't really start saying too, except for like that last drive. But it was still times even with Hendrickson's presence, you were saying the other guys up front was getting back there as well. So very happy with that. No, and plus with Matthew Stafford, very still good quarterback. He's not going to like outrun you, stuff like that. So if you can get back there, touch him, you'll be fine. Like you will be fine. Good game from Tyler Boyd tonight. Very good to see him play. Good to see the tight ends as well. Hudson and Wilcox both making plays when needed. And overall, man, it was a very just much needed win. Like, so offense still wasn't perfect, and Joe did miss a lot of like passes he usually completes. But to me, I feel like this is just gonna be something that we have to deal with all season, especially with that calf injury. He's not gonna be 100% every game. He's just not. So there's still gonna be times in which the offense does look shaky. Still gonna be times he's gonna miss passes he should be making, but that's just the way it's gonna be all season. That's what I'm pretty much am looking forward to and just expecting that. So we'll take it overall. Oh, shout out to the O-line. Yeah, he did get sacked 2 times, but it looks a lot better. I think with that, Joe's starting to get more trust with the O-line. He can scan the field a tad bit more. So obviously, there's only 3 games in. You got a whole new left tackle. Obviously, Jonah Williams has moved from left to right tackle, so still a lot. But congrats to Ocho Cinco, Chad Ocho Cinco, and Boomer Esiason for getting inducted to Bengals Ring of Honor. Outside of that, good win. Very good. We'll take it. Tennessee is next this upcoming weekend. We'll be at that game, so very much am looking forward to that game. Who they? Peace.